Can I tell you a story? So a few years ago, I had a huge group of people over after church, and our house was just filled with friends and new people from church, and we were just hanging out, having a good time. And I had finished the meal, and everything was done, and I stuck the bread under the broiler because I had made like a cheesy bread, and I got talking, and I forgot about it, and we found out about it because somebody said, "Oh my goodness, Katie, look behind you." And I turn, and there are flames and smoke billowing out of my oven. So I open the door of the oven, and it's just tons of fire. And somebody comes running in the room, and he says, "Don't put water on it. Don't put water on it." And I'm like, "Why don't I put water on it?" And he's running around the kitchen looking for something, but I don't know what. And so I grabbed a bucket of water, and I threw it in, and this black smoke just billows out. Turns out he thought it was a grease fire, and so he was looking for salt, and the whole house filled with smoke. People start coughing. We have to open all the windows and turn on the fans, and everybody is laughing hysterically in between their coughs once we, knew that the fire was out. And what I've come to realize through that and through honestly, a lot of other situations like that, it's okay. Sometimes in real life that happens. And hospitality isn't about entertaining. It isn't trying to keep up appearances. It isn't trying to show off our wonderful ability at this or that or the other thing. Hospitality should be done well. We should do it with a heart to serve and to love others. But the reality is, this is life. And none of us are perfect. In our hospitality, we don't point people to our perfection. We point them to Christ's perfection. So that's what we're going to talk about today. I'm Katie from Hospitable Homemaker, and I'm glad you're here. Today I just wanted to touch on this concept because genuinely, hospitality is about connections, not perfection. And so we welcome people into our real lives, and sometimes they're messy and they're uncomfortable, and we burn the bread and everybody's coughing from the smoke, and it's okay. We move on. We do just fine. Everything is fine. We all have a funny story to look back on and laugh, and we can rejoice in the fact that, guess what? Everybody here now knows I am not perfect. Please don't expect that of me. But what you don't want to do is spend all your time apologizing. I mean, I did say a few sorry for the smoke comments, but other than that, you don't need to apologize. If you spend your whole time apologizing to the people you host for the kitchen not being finished, or the decor not being what you want it to be, or the meal not being exactly how you want it to look or taste or whatever, if you apologize for your cooking ability or your cleaning ability, then you kind of are taking some of the specialness of hospitality away from it. One of the best parts about hospitality is it isn't about appearances. You're not trying to impress anybody. You are following what the Bible says. You are doing what 1 Peter 4:9 says and offering hospitality without grumbling. And it is joyful and beautiful and wonderful and good. And if you are saying, "I'm sorry for this, I'm sorry for that," now I feel awkward because I feel like, I'm trying to help you not apologize, right? I'm saying, "Oh, no, don't worry about it." And there's this awkward. And then I think, well, when you come to my house, maybe I need to keep up appearances. The reality is sometimes the kids are going to misbehave, or there's going to be a mess somewhere that you didn't have time to clean up, or you're going to burn the bread. And it's okay. It's good. It's beautiful. You are experiencing real life with real people exactly how Christ commanded it. So don't apologize for that. See beauty in what you are doing because Christ sees it as beautiful. Hospitality is such a simple thing. And to us, in our mindset, or where we think we have to do these big, grand, wonderful things for God, we think, oh, well, this isn't it, right? Like, hospitality is so small. I'm just having a neighbor over for dinner, or I'm inviting some people from church, right? But that's not what God says. God uses hospitality. He promised to use it. And as the authors of one of my favorite books about hospitality, The Simplest Way to Change the World, wrote, he has been doing this for 2,000 years. Around regular living rooms and kitchen tables, he has been meeting the needs of saints and drawing people to himself. This is good and right and beautiful, and please don't feel the need to apologize.